Massdrop is an online group buy site with a large variety of products. Products can reach well below their MSRP, averaging around 50% off. Click the first link in the description to sign up. Hello guys, DarkLord Projects here again, and today we have a $500 Intel/Nvidia console killer PC build. So let's get started. So the CPU is the Intel Pentium G3258, which is $70. It's clocked at 3.2 GHz, it's dual core, and has amazing overclocks. A lot of people think this is a slow CPU because it's dual core, but fear not, you could overclock the sucker to up to 4.8 GHz, and it's perfect for gaming because you're paying only $70 for a high-end CPU. So the motherboard is the Asus H81ME, which is $57. It's micro ATX, LGA1150, and supports up to 1600 MHz RAM. So it's having some difficulty to find some motherboards that support high-speed RAM at around $50, but sadly there really isn't, so we had to stick with 1600 MHz RAM. It's also LGA1150, the same socket as the CPU, and it's micro ATX, so you could put it inside a small case. So the RAM is the Corsair Vengeance, which is $80. It's DDR3 and clocked at 1600 MHz. It's $10 per gigabyte and is a trusted company. So it's pretty standard RAM because it's DDR3 clocked at 1600 MHz and it's around $10 per gigabyte. But the special thing about this RAM is it's Corsair, and I think Corsair makes some very reliable RAM that won't break down on you and is very good for the price you're paying. So the hard drive is the Western Digital Caviar Blue, which is $56. It's 1TB, 7,200 RPM, and 3.5 inches. This is a pretty standard hard drive for the price you're paying. It's 1TB, 7,200 RPM, and 3.5 inches, which you should expect for most $50 to $70 hard drives. And it's also Western Digital, which is a little bit better than Seagate Barracuda, a little bit more reliable, but still about the same. So the graphics card is the MSI GeForce GTX 750 Ti Twin Frozer, which is $153. It has 2 GB of GDDR5 RAM. It's clocked at 1.8 GHz and it's 9.8 inches. So this is a fairly short card because it's only 9.8 inches, but it does have some pretty decent specs. It has 2 GB, which is standard, and it's also around 1 GHz, which is also standard. But it uses the new Maxwell architecture, so it uses less power than Nvidia's current cards like the 780, 770, etc. And it's only $153, so this is a pretty good price for being able to play most games at ultra to high settings at a fairly good resolution. So the case is the NZXT Source 210, which is $45. It's a budget case, it's a mid-tower case, and it's ATX. So for a budget case, I think NZXT does a good job in this case. Obviously it doesn't have a side window because it's under $50, which most cases don't have on a budget. It's a mid-tower case, so it's pretty average size, and it's ATX, even though I have a micro ATX board. So usually I stick with micro ATX cases because they're cheaper and have better quality, but I think this case does a pretty good job and also has some pretty good quality. So this power supply is the Corsair Builder CX500, which is $30. It has 500 watts of power. It's allowed up to 50% usage, and it's 80+ bronze certified. I would recommend this power supply to any gaming PC build around $500 or less. It has some pretty good specs for only $30, 500 watts, and being 80+ bronze certified. And like most power supplies, becomes loud after 50% usage. So the overview for this PC build is it's a console killer and has decent specs. So I think I did pretty well in this console killer PC build because it does have some amazing specs for only $500. And it's also a console killer, so feel free to get this PC instead of a console. You'll be able to play games at higher resolutions and settings for about the same price as a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. So that's pretty much it, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later.